Hello guys, welcome to the Total Tease podcast. Today I'm recording the entire show again because I was having a few issues with mic popping at first during the first recording, and then I tried to do it in Reaper instead, and then I gave up on that and went back to Audacity, and then I kept having the same issues, went back to Reaper, and then recorded the entire thing, planning on editing it in Audacity. And when I came to edit it, I realised that even though all I'd done is opened Reaper, set up a vocal track, and started recording, it had recorded it with a very slight echo, which was more or less unacceptable. So basically that was a massive waste of time. But to be honest, I wasn't massively overwhelmed by my own entertainment value in the first take, so I thought, hey, let's just record the whole thing over again. Anyway, we've got a very exciting show to get through today. We have a wonderful track from Baleful Creed, which is one of my favourite bands, and after that we have another enormous track by an artist called Humanist, who is actually a Teesside based artist, and this track features Gahan, the vocalist from Depeche Mode, so I'm very excited to play that track. And to be honest, I'm thinking about doing things a little bit differently today. I've been thinking about ways to do the show in a different format, and I thought may as well test one out while we're here. So today I've randomised the order of the tracks, apart from the two I've just mentioned, and the two tracks that play after each other are going to face off each other in a track battle kind of thing. So if you like the sound of that and you support that idea, all I need from you is for you to drop a comment wherever you're watching the show with your winners of all of the track battles. And one advantage of this is that I could just do small videos, maybe like once a week, of a couple of little battles and then announce the winner on the next show. Of course, if people aren't particularly interested, that's not a problem. It can just be the gimmick for this one episode. But for now, let's get into the first one, because I've rambled on a little bit there. Hopefully I won't ramble on too much during the show in general, but we are re-recording the entire thing, so I'm probably just going to try and press through it as quickly as possible, to be honest with you. Anyway, this first track is a track from a guy called Darren Holmes. He is a vocalist currently living in Durham, and this is from his upcoming album Old Dog New Tricks, and the track is called Dream Big, so I hope you enjoy it.
Don't keep your dreams inside, let them out, let them fly, let them fly. Don't hide them all away, I'll keep them for another day, another day. Are streaming and the years are screaming, they're screaming. Grit your teeth, smile and say, live life for today, for today. Dream big. Dream strong, dream fast, and dream long. Dream high, in space, live life, and don't you wait. Away, I'll keep them for another day, another day. Dream big, Dream strong, dream fast, dream long, dream high in this space. Live life and don't wait. Dream big, dream strong, dream fast and dream long, dream high in this space. Live life, don't wait.
Okay, that again was Darren Holmes with his new track, Dream Big. Alright, that was a nice relaxing track. We can calm down now. We can stop talking incredibly quickly. We can just enjoy the re-recording of the show. It's a pleasure. We get to experience the joy that is making this show twice. And we don't often get to do that. Anyway, the track that Darren Holmes is going to be going against in his track battle is by a band called the Vellacos. It is their track XX. I believe we've played one of their tracks before, but I can't really remember. But we're going to play one now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The Vellacos are a Darlington-based alternative indie rock band who've produced a few of their own tracks. So yeah, let's get into it.
Silence break me.
again was XX by the Vellacos, and it is facing off against the track before that, which was Darren Holmes with Dream Big, so please let me know which of those two tracks you preferred. You know what's been stuck in my head all day is that track by McCormick, The Girl I Knew Before. It's been stuck in my head the entire time I've been trying to record this show, and that's going on a good 3 or so hours now. Anyway, next up we have a track from, it was submitted by Lucy Dawlish from her current outfit Joysome, and their new album Bound for Glory, which I believe is a covers album, but it might feature some original material. And Lucy's submission of the track can segue me into a nice little note, which is that we have quite a few women on the show this week. Admittedly, we have a lot more tracks than we tend to normally, but Total Tees can be a bit of a sausage fest at times, and it's nice to have more women among us. So again, this is Joysome with their version of This Train is Bound for Glory.
Well, this train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, nobody rides but the righteous and the holy. This train, bound for glory, this train. This train don't carry no liars, this train. This train don't carry no liars, this train. This train don't carry no liars, knee-high dresses, homebrew buyers. This train carry no liars, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, nobody rides but the righteous and the holy. This train, bound for glory, this train, John. This train don't carry no jokers, this train. This train don't carry no jokers, this train. This train don't carry no jokers, no snuff dippers, cigarette smokers. This train carry no jokers, this train. Cause this train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, nobody rides but the righteous and the holy. This train, bound for glory, this train, call him. I say this train don't carry no gamblers, this train. This train don't carry no gamblers, this train. This train don't carry no gamblers, no crap shooters, midnight ramblers. This train carry no gamblers, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, nobody rides but the righteous and the holy. This train is bound for glory, this train. I say this train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, this train. This train is bound for glory, nobody rides but the righteous and the holy. This train is bound for glory, this train.
That again was Joysome with their version of This Train is Bound for Glory, which was submitted by Lucy Dawlish, who I believe mixed and mastered the album herself, which is pretty cool. Thank you, Lucy, for that submission. And that track is going up against a new track from one of our Total Tees favourites, which is LA Trewick, formerly Liam Trewick, who was featured on one of our demo shows. He's going for a bit more of a pop vibe than before. He has released this track and a more poppy version of a track that we featured on the demo show, which was called Only You. This is Empty Promises. I hope it's not an empty promise when I say you're going to enjoy this one.
I could see it coming from a mile away, like how I know there's a breeze when the trees pretend that you care about me. All you know is what I let you see. I don't want your promises they're empty. Turn around and just accept that you're peace. Did you really think that you could save me? Did you really think that you could save me? Yeah. I can see it coming from a mile away. Like how I know there's a breeze when the trees sway. I've heard that signs from vinegar. We both know that you can't let me close. Did you really think that you could save me? Did you really think that you could save me? I bet you thought that you could save me. Did you really think that you could save me?
That again was LA Trewick with Empty Promises going up against Joysome with This Train Is Bound for Glory. Now, where are we going next? Next up we have a track from a band called Nomad Anthem, who we have played before. We've played their track Endeavour before. This is their new track Adrenaline. It's not particularly new though, because they are an example of an artist who actually sent their track for submission a long time ago. And, you know, they just sort of had to wait until I actually had a plan for what was going to happen with the music shows going forward. But I'm sure they don't mind too much. And they're going to get played now. So, again, this is Nomad Anthem with Adrenaline.
You left what you can be the fuel and burn.
act like a real live wire. It's cool by fire. There are times when it takes me higher. I don't let it backfire. When I act like a real live wire. When I'm overwhelming desire, I wanna be that new empire. While it's cool by fire, never with me.
That again was Nomad Anthem with Adrenaline. I'm kind of glad that we're now doing this more track-based show, because if I was having to like re-recite all of the gigs and stuff that are going on in Teesside in the upcoming month and so, I'd probably not be particularly happy about that, but this way I can just barrel through them, and that's okay, I suppose. So, Nomad Anthem, Newcastle-based pop-punk band. Their track Adrenaline Just There is going up against the next track we're going to feature, which is from Melanie SJ. It's from her EP In the Moonlight. You'll probably think about this fight is that both of these artists submitted their tracks ages ago. In fact, I think Melanie might have released another EP since then. But it doesn't matter the backlog, we'll get the tracks played eventually. Could take a few years, but they're going to get out. So this is Melanie SJ with In the Moonlight from her EP of the same name.
Celebrating
That again was Melanie S. Jane with her track In the Moonlight. We are getting some lovely stuff to play today, aren't we? We could have had a worked track list to have to re-record the show with. Although, you know, we always love the Total Tease tracks. You guys always deliver the goods. So, you know, I can't complain too much. One thing I did just think was that one of my ideas for how to fill these little interludes was talking about albums I'd been listening to. And again, thank God I decided not to bother with that. Because, I mean, even I don't want to listen to me recite. I mean, I'd be the only one listening to it. But even I don't want to hear me recite my album review of the new Pet Shop Boys album 50 times. Again, In the Moonlight there, going up against Adrenaline by Nomad, Anthem. Please do let me know which of those tracks was your favourite. Next up, we have got J B Butterfield with his new track, The Snow in Arizona. JB is a regular of the show, and it's always nice to play his tracks. I hope you enjoy it.
Way out west, Arizona, it's 110 in the shade. Some say it's so hot there, it's a land that the devil made. And if you think I'd ever call you, and if you think fall down at your feet, and if you think I'd ever call you, it's as likely as the snow falling on Arizona. Heard you living on the South Coast with a man that's a better catch than me. And each time you get restless, take you across the sea. If you think I'd ever call you, and if you think fall down at your feet, and if you think I'd ever call you, it's as likely as the snow falling on Arizona. Call you, and if you think fall down at your feet, and if you think I'd ever call you, it's as likely as the snow falling on Arizona. Falls on the desert floor, just like tears, just like tears, just like tears, just like
That again was J B Butterfield with the track Snow in Arizona. And that is going up against another track that was submitted to me ages ago, which is a Werbeniuk track called It Came From The Sea. Now, Werbeniuk are a fascinating beast. I'm just going to read out the personnel list to you, and hopefully that'll make you as fascinated as I am. The genre is written down as Skiffletronica Argue Rock. Let's just read the personnel list. Okay, so we got Michael Baines, the guy who submitted this track, on drums, electronic drums, guitar, vocals and melodica. We've got Gary Doyle on bass guitar, drums, percussion, vocals. We've got Andy Miller on synth, sampler, walking stick bass, bass guitar, percussion and vocals. And we've got Tim Oxnard on guitar, drums, percussion, sampler and vocals. Finally, we've got Darren Rea on drums, percussion, synth, guitar, electronic, drums, melodica and vocals. So I guess you could say everybody does everything. I bet it would be fascinating to watch them live. Like, hang on, wasn't the guy sat at the drum kit stood at the front of the stage singing a second ago? Anyway, their track, It Came From The Sea, they did a release for this at something for the Geekend, I believe. And again, they submitted this track ages ago, so I hope you enjoy it, guys.
Roger.
That again was Werbeniuk with their track It Came From The Sea. It's kind of got that 60s rock vibe, hasn't it? It's a pretty cool little track, that. And that is facing off against the track you heard before that, which is J B Butterfield's Snow in Arizona. So please let me know which of those two you preferred. Now, weirdly, I managed to overbook the show so that rather than being 10 tracks, I've actually got 11 tracks. I did know I was playing this track from Cat Ryan, but I just haven't written it down on my plan, which is a bit weird. I'm also concerned about the length of time the show's already gone on for. Apparently, even though we've only really played about as many tracks as I would normally on a normal show, I must have waffled on a lot more than normal, which is interesting because I haven't really said anything productive. But anyway, we're going to squeeze 2 more tracks in here. First of all, we have a track submitted by Jay Landman from Pillar Artist and Rebel Rose. This is a track by Cat Ryan. Cat Ryan are a art rock, modern shoegaze kind of band based in Newcastle. And this is a pretty cool track, so I have no hesitation in believing that the track I'm putting after it, which is a track from one of my own projects, which I was umming and ahhing about putting on the show, is going to get smashed by it, but we'll see. Again, this is Cat Ryan with Mannerisms. That again was Cat Ryan with Mannerism, and it's facing off against one of my tracks from my ambient synth project, which is called Tiger Driver. This is the track Echolocation from my second LP, Haunt Me I'm Coming Home. That again was Tiger Driver with Echolocation, squaring off against Cat Ryan with Mannerism. So I guess we've now reached the high card match in our little Battle of the Tracks, and it features two of my favourite songs of the year so far. I'm so glad we've got these tracks to play. The first of which is, as I mentioned before, the Belfast stoner rock doom band Baleful Creed, and their new track Southgate of Heaven, which I guess is kind of tease related. Southgate of Heaven, I guess. Kind of tease related. And that's from their upcoming album The Lowdown, which I'm sure is going to be brilliant like the other two they've released. That again was Baleful Creed with Southgate of Heaven from their forthcoming album The Lowdown. And there was only one track that I thought was appropriate to go up against that, and vice versa. And so that is the track we are going to be featuring next. But before we get on to that, again, if you've enjoyed the show, please do share it around and give it a like and give it some love. And if you've enjoyed the track battle format, please do let me know who your winners are. And then on the next show, I'll let you know who got the most votes and so forth. Or if you're not interested, don't bother. That's not a problem. Thank you for joining us for the first episode of Total Tease of 2020. Unless you count the New Year's show. And I hope you'll check out the next episode when that comes out. If you'd like your track featured, please do just message the Total Tease podcast Facebook page or email wehaveatechnicalpodcast@gmail.com with a downloadable link to your track, a free downloadable link at that. And we will get you on the next show that we can. But finally, to play us out, we have a Teesside based artist called Humanist, whose album, which I think is self-titled, just recently came out. It features a number of guests on the album, including members of Queens of the Stone Age, and in this instance, Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode, who is one of my massive idols, so I'm incredibly excited to play this track. Playing us out today, this is Humanist with Shock Collar.
They have died.